Hi everyone, I'm Jess. I'm a butcher by trade and I was lucky enough to be a 2023 Global Footprint Scholar. My scholarship took me to Canada where I was able to explore agriculture, paddock to plate practices and waste management. My journey kicked off in Nova Scotia and I gave myself a little bit of time to settle in. I spent the first week exploring Cape Breton. From breathtaking views, the challenging hikes and the delicious food, this place felt like a second home. But the real adventure began when I arrived in Pugwash, where I had the incredible opportunity to work at Holdanker Farms alongside Maria and John Dynesfield. I got my hands dirty and experienced the full paddock to plate process. I started my mornings feeding and herding animals, learning about pasture management and spending my afternoons in the processing rooms. And on the weekends, I helped sell what we produced at the local farmers market. One of the biggest things I took away from working on the farm was how much thought that goes into moving the livestock and how it played a massive role in sustainability and the animal health. All the herding that was done on the farm was all done by foot and it was to keep the animals as calm as possible. So every morning we walked alongside them and even though it took a little longer to move them to the next paddock over, it still made a huge difference. Every single morning the chickens in their outdoor pens got moved to fresh pasture. Not only did this mean they always had fresh grass, but it also cut their feed consumption in half. And then there was the custom feed they created for the livestock. The cattle got dry as seaweed and they sourced it from a company that still harvests it by horse, which is the least invasive way to collect it. Adding this to their diet helped reduce their methane emissions and boosted their potassium intake. It also made them more resistant to parasites. For the sheep, we were able to mix up a special supplement that included the seaweed, cinnamon, garlic, ginger, and we also put sumac berries in their water supply. After 3 unforgettable weeks on the farm, it was time for my next chapter in Niagara Falls. For 2 weeks, I worked at Norsini & Co, a butchery and deli, alongside Chef Robbie and head butcher Nico. Here I learned a whole new side of the meat industry, stock and waste management. What stood out the most to me was their approach to waste reduction. They used every part of the animal. All the bones were used for stocks and gravies, and if they had any excess cuts, they would create a featured sandwich to use it up, or they'd make a ready-to-go meal. My Global Footprint Scholarship was not just about learning new skills, it was about seeing the bigger picture, understanding where our food comes from, and discovering how small changes can make a huge difference. This trip has changed the way I think about butchery, farming and sustainability as a whole, and I can't wait to apply what I've learned moving forward.